Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rekt Capital and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be focusing on Wyckoff redistribution. Is Bitcoin's price action consolidating inside a redistribution range before seeing further downsides? Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future, and let's dive right in. So if we just focus on this part of the distribution phase being analogous to this part of the price action for Bitcoin, and this potentially being redistribution as part of a range between 29,000 to 39,000, one could make a case for this indeed being a redistribution phase. In any distribution schematic, you see this distribution take place and then a breakdown followed by a relief rally to just turn the base of this distribution range into a new resistance before continuing towards the downside. As you can see from this distribution right over here, we haven't seen no such relief rally at all in an effort to turn the base of this distribution range into a new resistance. The only way to confirm a breakdown from a distribution range is for it to lose support, of course. Here we see very weak support, breakdown, but no test of this level into a new resistance to just prolong the downtrend towards the downside. So this schematic is of course showcasing to us that we really need to see that relief rally just to confirm that this is indeed a distribution, because what Bitcoin likes to do is it likes to relief rally towards the bottom of this distribution range and break back into the distribution range just to invalidate this entire schematic through the Wyckoff lens. So we are missing this step. We're totally missing that step in terms of confirming this distribution range. So we can't start to talk about redistribution right over here, even though of course we are consolidating inside the same sort of range, right? Inside the same, approximately the same sort of prices. Here you saw reaccumulation in an uptrend before further upside, and here you're seeing redistribution in a new downtrend. Of course, you could make a case for that, but I'm just showcasing and offering to you guys that this step hasn't occurred. So this entire distribution phase, this distribution range hasn't been confirmed or validated, which is why it's difficult to say that this is already a redistribution. But in any case, we have to focus on some of the things that could make it redistribution. Of course, focusing on this distribution range and seeing a relief rally to turn the bottom of the distribution range into a new resistance before rejecting towards the downside, that would, of course, count for a case towards redistribution. But we're also seeing a higher low spanning the entirety of 2021, which is approximately confluent with the 50-week EMA. Of course, at the moment, we are losing these two confluent support levels. But we also have to maintain that for the past 7 weeks or so, we've been holding support here. So we have wicked below this support area on a few occasions. So really important to understand that we could still see wicking once again before actually slinking back above this support area. That's something to consider, that we are at a confluent area of support right now. And of course, you can see that this 50-week EMA is over here as well, but we are still inside the range. So the most important area for this range is the 29K region, which is the bottom of the range, which has provided fantastic buy support in the past, and it has been providing some buy support right now. But is this support area weakening? That's the most important thing to watch out for, because a weekly candle close, below the 50-week EMA, below this weekly higher low that has been spanning the entirety of 2021, a weekly close below these key support levels, that would probably make price revisit this 29K region. And that's where we should be thinking and focusing on whether or not that region will hold. Because as you guys know, 29K is the 4-year cycle level. And losing this 4-year cycle level means we'd return most likely towards the next 4-year cycle level, which would be 20K. I talk about this in a previous video. So if we just focus on this distribution phase, is a redistribution? According to the schematic, no, because we haven't fully actually confirmed that distribution phase as a distribution range. And any Wyckoff schematic that you look at we have to have a distribution range, and then we have to see a low volume rally just test the bottom of that distribution range before breaking down into a markdown phase. And at the moment, through the Wyckoff schematic lens, we're still in this wedging structure right over here, in this downtrending wedging structure, one fake out over here and a rejection right over here. So we're still in this wedging structure. We haven't confirmed the bottom of this range. And this schematic as well, which is yet another Wyckoff schematic, is suggesting to us that we are currently in this phase of the Wyckoff cycle. So still phase D, no phase E whatsoever at the moment. Of course, losing this wedging structure would mean that we'd probably lose the very key support levels of the 50-week EMA and the higher low right over here, pressing further pressure onto this key support area, which is the 4-year cycle support area. So of course, losing this wedging structure would probably mean that will probably enter phase E, but the schematics suggest to us that we need to first test the bottom of the distribution range as a new resistance, and we haven't seen that. This schematic is suggesting that to us at the moment, and we haven't seen that yet. This schematic is testing and showcasing to us that we need to confirm this distribution range as a distribution range. It hasn't been validated or confirmed, and this schematic is also showcasing that to us. So while a case could be made that, of course, there are some similarities, a mirroring in the reaccumulation range and redistribution range, a case could be made for that, but we haven't seen this step. Should we see that step? Generally, ranges need to be confirmed to just be fully validated with further downside. And at the moment, we haven't seen that. But if we want to think about this as a redistribution range, then this 29K support region is the most important one to watch out for, because losing this level would probably see price break down to lower price levels, in which case we would lose this wedging structure and we would also enter phase E. In any case, guys, that's about it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this one, and of course, like the video if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. I'm Rekt Capital, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you soon.